Happy Thursday, everybody. Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307. We are here for all things savings challenges. That's all we're doing today. And if you are brand new to my channel, my husband and I actually budget separately. Mr. Snow Gardener does his own challenges when he has time. And guess what? He had time. So we have got some Mr. Snow Gardener savings challenges, and I'm going to be going ahead and doing some of my own savings challenges. We have got big goals that we use our savings challenges for. Right now, we are paying off debt. We're working on our mortgage, my husband's truck. That's our last two debts. We are also saving for things like scuba diving, tattoos, vacations. What else are we saving for? Christmas. All of the things and stuff that we want to be able to have money towards. So let's go ahead and jump into this.
It's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Snow Gardener fans, we're back to do some more savings challenge work. It sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. So let's get going. We'll just step right into it with the 52-week savings challenges. And let's see here. What color were we using last time? I think we'll break out some yellow. And we'll just start with some big numbers, I guess. $20, $30, $35, $36, $37, $38, and $39. My awesome coloring skills. $20, $30, and $33. Call that good for that savings challenge for today. Put this pile of cash into the envelope. Get it all somewhat in order. We'll go into some general greenback. Go 2d6. 5. Looks like we're using this color right here. And we can start a brand new one with fundraiser. Let's scratch it off. Got a little pile of gold behind there for $7. And for giggles and grins, I'm going to do another one. That's going to be 11. 11 and 7, so we got 18. There's 15, 16, 17, and 18. That cash away. I think I might have just made a mess with my, a little bit. That's all right. Let's set general greenback off to the side. And break into my book of savings challenges. Looks like I just opened it right up to shut the box. Need a red and an orange marker. And got a 4. But Let's see. I think I'm going to do a 3 and a 1 first. A 9. A 3. Uh-oh. Goodness gracious me. I think that means I don't. Oh, math is hard. 32, I do believe. $32. There's 20, 30, 31, and 32. My wife said that Shut the Box was mean to her, but it looks like it was mean to me. Got a little savings challenge here. We can, let me see here. Yeah. Do a little scratch off action here for $2. Yeah, we're going to scratch this last one off too. And that's going to be $11. We're already set up with our next savings challenge for that one. It's going to be a taco Georgette with a build your own taco on the back. I don't think we're going to get to that right now, but we'll see. I'm going to take this little pile of cash right here, set it to the side. Well, do some dice droplets. You roll D3, D6. Looking for some ones. There's a 1, and there's 2. That was 3 rolls. I'm going to use a new color for that, I think. We'll go for 2s. Well, I'm going to roll 3 2s, so on the second roll. Alright, let's go for 3s. I just used the wrong marker. Alright, that was 3 again. Going for 4s now. 1 it is. We're going to go for 5s. 3 rolls. Sheesh. We're going to go for 6s. Eight, 9. Looks like even with 9, that was still a pretty low roll. 13, 16, 18, 21. $21 going into my tattoo fund. I'll set the dice Tropolis to the side. My otter half. That's pretty cute. I guess I just need to pick one of these. Oh my goodness, I pulled 2 out. Guess that means I have to pick 2. Big one for the first one is $10. And $1. So $11. 10. Okay, we'll go back this direction. Let's see who we skipped. We got our little diving. Why is that stuck? Our little diving pufferfish. And we will roll a d6 for that. That's going to be 6. And 1. We got $7 going into the dive fund. And a very squeaky chair. I was not using as many dice as I thought it was. We need to shoot for another shut the box. That's what I think. Because that went so well for me. So this time, I rolled the same as I did last time, but I'm going to go ahead and color that 4 in. Because that's what got me last time. Let's see, 8 and a 10. 8 and a 6 and a 2. Well, let me see. A 6 and a 5. My brain today, people. I think I'm just going to color in the 6 and the 5. And the 7. Well, we're already doing better than the last one. An 8. And a 4, which I can't do, so we'll color these other 2 in red for $11. For shut the box this time. Let's see here. We'll shut the box to the side. And we'll do some more doubles. Oh, I feel like it might be triples. Oh, I get it. Going for 1s. Six. One for 2s. 6 again. Five, 6. Yeah. Three, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This one was much bigger for saving than the last one. 21, 23, 27, 33, 39. There's 20, 30, 35. I'm hoping I'm not messing this up right now, but I don't think so. 6, 37, 38, and 39. I think I'm going to color in 3 things in here. Ooh, not with that marker though. I'm going to do 38. And 37, which by my calculations would be 75. And I'm going to look at this one here and color in 25 for 100. Because I have a $100 bill sitting here, burning a hole in my bill holder. I got my little danglies on my little binder for my savings challenge. Bigger. And I think I'm going to do some more out of general greenback now. Six. One that we have right here. There's an 8. See guys, 6 and 5 is 11. Yeah, that's amazing. I was expecting that to take a lot longer to get one of these big numbers. How long do you guys think I'm going to have to roll to get that 12? So that's 19 and 6 is 25. Good grief. All right. I can remember 25. All right, let's see how long this takes. Let's get the doubles out of the way. We're rolling to see if we can get a 12, and we're going to see how many rolls it takes. I am not going to remember that. I need to write it down. Okay, there's 1. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, is, 36 rolls, and we got double sixes. Did not take as long as I thought it was going to again. 25 and 12 is 37. I'm going to have to make some more change because I didn't think this through very well. So I'll put those bills up there. Grab the 50. Put all that cash back in there. And we'll make up 37 with 20, 30, 35, and 37. Now all I got is a 20, 5, 10, 15, and 20. All right, so that's the rest of our cash for this video. I appreciate everybody for joining me and dealing with my non-filming butt. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, we'll see you again.
I just want to give a huge shout out to my husband for doing his savings challenges and filming them. I know he loves doing the savings challenges, and I don't think he minds filming, but I know sometimes he feels out of practice, so it's a little bit harder than normal. And that's for any of us, right? If we don't do something on a regular basis. So I've got some new challenges here in my brand new binder that we're going to go ahead and do. And I say new challenges. They're just challenges we haven't done before. I've got some cash here, and I just counted the ones, so we're not going to count those. I've got $30 in ones. So 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So 80, 90, 110, 20, 40, and 60. So we're going to be putting $160 into savings challenges today. And this is my brand new binder that one of my subscribers and YouTube members sent to me. So a huge thank you to Callie for sending this to me. I absolutely love it. And this is the Aesthetic Dollar. And so I have just got 6 challenges, all of my own challenges in here that we are going to go ahead and we're going to end with this one. But I wanted to say a huge thank you to Callie for getting me this binder. It is absolutely beautiful. The first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and start off with some Shut the Box. And I know it's kind of probably cut off towards the bottom, but that is okay because we are working up at the top. So we're going to go ahead and do pink. And let's see, let's do this orange today. What I like to do is I like to let's use big dice. We're not going to use the dice tower for this. We'll just go ahead and roll right here on the paper. And I like to have fun when I'm playing this. So I say no whammies, big bucks. If you've never played Shut the Box before, what a whammy is 2. Because Snake Eyes, there's only one way to roll a 2. So I always try to fill it last. The concept of the game is, of course, that we try to color in every single number. If we color in every single number, then I save $25. We are making a payment to the mortgage today utilizing the money, whatever we do. We're going to try to do 2 rows. If this top row is less than $20, we'll do 2 rows. So, or 2 rows, I should say. So 10, we're going to go ahead and color this. And of course, I forgot to say no whammies, big bucks. I have been playing this on my daily games. If you want to watch the daily games, I do recommend Instagram for this. I do a recap. So we've got 9 now. So let's go ahead and do 6 and 3. I do a weekly recap on my YouTube channel that has all 7 days, and it shows you exactly how much I put to the mortgage. I am saving every single day for my mortgage payment, and it's just a lot of fun. It's like, let's play games and get rid of some debt. So we have got 11 now, so we're going to go ahead and do 7 and 4. And if you're interested in these gel markers right here, they do color so nice and they're so bright. I will put a link down below. We are just rolling too big. That is 11. We cannot do 11. And so that is $15, which means we do get to play again. I always take 2 colors. One is what I roll and the other one is what I don't roll. Ugh, and those are the same colors. I was hoping I had picked a different orange. There are like 3 orange colors in these, and I thought I had picked a different one. So if you look, I mean, they're all a little bit different, but that's the one I just used. So we're going to use this color this time, and let's go ahead and use green. We're going to color with green, and let's see if we do any better this time. I would love to shut the box. $25 to the mortgage. So that is a 6. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday. It is a beautiful fall day here in Wyoming where I live. I would love to be outside, like taking the leaves. I don't rake the leaves. Well, I kind of rake the leaves, but I don't get rid of them. I just pile them all on my flower beds and everything. And so I'd love to be out there doing that. But today I am obviously in here doing this with you guys. I also have a brand new product, you guys. It is going to be launching on the 1st, and I am doing pre-orders right now for my YouTube members. If you are interested in being a YouTube member, now is the time to join. You can actually get the best deal you've ever gotten on my books. So if you want some of my books, that is the way to do it. So go check out my YouTube memberships, and then you can see the members only video where you get a sneak peek. And the book is, like I said, it's on pre-order right now, and it will launch. It will mail most likely mid-November is when it will mail. So if you're interested in that. Okay, so this is the money we've got going to the mortgage so far. We've got $26, and we are going to go ahead and swap out those 2 10s. And I'm going to keep a sticky note because you guys know me. I can't keep track of anything unless it's written down. So we've got shut the box, and $26 is going in there. And speaking of, I think maybe I have some money in my binder that shouldn't be in here. Let's take a look. Okay, shut the box is empty. But one thing we do have money for is we do have our Life of a Duck. We've got some money in the binder, so we're going to add that today. What I was doing before was I was just playing and adding it once I got $100. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to play for the mortgage, and when I get the mortgage money for the day, we're going to go ahead and deposit it and make a payment. So $26 for Shut the Box. That is from my friend Renee over at Reinventing Renee, aka Budget Nerd Co. So now we've got the Life of a Duck named what? And it has a tab on it, and that's because I was playing this game, but also to remind me that I forgot to scratch the last one in What the Car. You guys told me about it. And so let's go ahead and scratch this one. And so we've got $5 more going into our mortgage fund from What the Duck. And What the Duck is one of my favorites because poor What, he has the luck of all of us. And now let's go ahead and color a flower, shall we? So what flowers do we have? We're going to color one of these flowers, and we're going to go ahead and use some Sharpie markers here, color in one of our flowers, and I think we should color in one of these little ones too. Let's do that, and then we can put $10 from this challenge. I love the little coloring challenges, but I don't do the coloring challenges on my 10-minute Monday just because we are only using 10 minutes, and I want to, you know, get the most bang for my buck. So we'll make those flowers pink. Not the best coloring I've ever had in my life. And then I need to find my green. Where's my green? There's my green. I've got all of my markers classified by colors or organized by colors. They're not classified. So we're going to go ahead and do some leaves here. Make it look pretty. The coloring ones are simple and easy. And if you do have young children at home that you are trying to teach to save or anything like that, I think the coloring ones are a lot of fun for them to do. And of course, you could create a savings challenge just using free color printables online with your kids. I mean, how easy is that? And that is what it's all about, you guys. It doesn't matter how you save or how much you save. It just matters that you are working towards whatever your goals are. And I definitely regret not focusing more with my children on financial stuff. But of course, you have to remember that I only started getting my finances in control in 2020. And so my son, when I started doing this, he was 15. and he has learned quite a bit from me and my mistakes, but of course he's still making his own mistakes, which is just fine. I mean, don't we all make our own mistakes, and that's where we learn from? Heaven knows I'm still making mistakes with my finances, things I probably should do or shouldn't do that I'm still doing. And my daughter would have been, when I started, she would have been 18, 17, almost 18. No, she would have been 18 for sure. And so she technically was already, oh no, she wouldn't have. She would have been 17. Is that right? 20, 17, 18. See, I'm trying to use my math skills, you guys. No, I think I'm right. 18. She's going to be 23, you guys. Not that long. She is a little boo baby. And that is drying my marker out. So that last poor little petal does not look very good. The marker says, let me soak into that paper. Nice and beautiful. So we need $10 for these. And that is what we're going to do out of the What the Duck. And you guys, if you're interested in these big books, you definitely want to go check out the membership. And so we've got so many scratch off challenges, games, word searches, all of this stuff. And I know a lot of you guys have already seen this, but it's a lot of fun. And so I'm going to go ahead and put my paper clip back on the Road Race Saver so that I can use that in one of my upcoming shorts. And now you guys, we're going to go ahead and do a new challenge. This is called It's Puzzling, and we're going to use this for the mortgage. And this is part of the Pop-It savings. And up here I'd written debt there, and then I had paid all my credit card debt off, so I had crossed that out. But It's Puzzling. You can get this in a physical challenge, or you can get it in digital. So for What the Duck, we of course did not put all of this money in here today, but this is what's going to be going towards the mortgage. And did I put the money that I needed to in here for What the Duck? I hope so. If not, you guys will tell me and I'll correct it. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, $65. And I do believe I did, because I think I remember it being $50 when I grabbed it out of the binder. So 26 and 65 are ready today. And I've got the markers, but we're going to use colored pencils. Let me get up and grab these really quick. And down here at the bottom, I have set my own amounts. So these right here are $5. These are $7. These are $10. And these are $7. It adds up to $82. That is just what I decided to do. And so, of course, with puzzle pieces, you can color them however the heck you want. And we're going to add some more money into our mortgage. And as I said, I'm not going to save this up anymore. When I film the videos, I'm just going to add it all into a pile to go towards the mortgage. And we're going to get these puzzle pieces colored up, looking beautiful. I think I just want to do different colors and bright colors. Let's see how I can do for this. And colored pencils do make it easy when you're coloring on just regular paper. With this paper here that these books are printed on, if you do Sharpies, they do bleed through to the next one, because while it's a higher quality paper, it is not thick enough for them not to run through. So just keep that in mind if you do have this book and you get it printed by me. Of course, if you print it yourself, you can put it into a book form, or you can just print one of the challenges if you want to use one of the challenges, right? There's nothing saying that you have to do everything exactly as it is in the book. So we've got this one, and this is $5. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a $7 one too, because we want to put as much money towards our mortgage as we can. So let's do a $7 one. Let's do this one right here. We'll do this color. And instead of coloring it in as dark as I was, I'm going to do the trick. This is how I used to color all the time when I was little. Not little. I would say an older youth, especially in my teenage years, is I would do a nice dark outline and then lightly color the inside in. Because of course, when I was 5, I definitely wasn't coloring like this. And it's so funny. One of the things with going through my parents' house, if you're not familiar with my story, my mom passed away 5 years ago. My stepdad passed away this year. So I am in the probate process for the home and everything, but I need to clean the home out. And technically, legally, I am not supposed to touch anything until the home is through probate. But I am an only child, and I am the only one that's getting anything out of the home. So it, you know, makes sense for me to go ahead and do it. But I have found a bunch of old coloring books and different things. There was a photo album that had a bunch of my stickers from grade school, and we're probably talking, I would imagine, early grade school, you know, second, third grade. And so just a lot of fun. So we've done a $7 piece and a $5. So 10, 11, and 12. And that is all we're going to do out of the Poppet. So let's go ahead and write this down. Poppet, $12. And I was just speaking to one of my budgeting clients today, Alicia, and talking about you don't have to have big amounts to make a difference in your budget. If you're saving, if you're working on debt, whatever you're working on, it doesn't have to be a huge amount. So if all I had was $12 to pay towards the mortgage, that's still going to make a difference. If you have credit cards, I know sometimes it can be so overwhelming, but you can make good progress utilizing small amounts. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of money to Australia. This is The Life of a Pig Who Wants to Collect Memories, Not Things. This is technically the second Georgette book. And so we need our heads or tails, and we need a D12 dice so that we can see what we're going to be doing. So we've got 6 and heads. 6 and heads. Oh, this is the Highlands. And you guys, I'm so excited about this one because Mr. Snowgardener and I have decided that our big vacation next year is going to be Scotland. And Mr. Snowgardener picked that vacation. And so Scotland is going to be where it's at. So one whole dollar. This is a small challenge. It's $25 with a bonus. And so just $1. We're not going to put it in there because this is going to Australia. Let's go ahead and roll again. And if you're not familiar, this artwork right here is original artwork from my sister-in-law, Shannon, 307 Design Studio. And look at the fluffy cow. The Highland cow is so dang cute. And so we've got 7 and tails. 7 and tails is a coloring challenge here. We are going to go ahead and use a marker. And let's go ahead and color in another pretzel. The pretzels are only $1, but let's color in the pretzel. And I made this one not a huge challenge. It's a $50 challenge. So let me grab out a brown that's not so dark. And we're going to color this one over here that's under the clip. These clips are another thing that a lot of times people ask for. I will put the link down below. They come 1 through 12 and they are metal, and you can utilize them in any aspect, not just savings challenges, but anything that you want to keep track of, a binder of sorts. And so $1 for this. So, you know, we're not adding up to a lot, but again, every dollar adds up, as I was just saying. That's a much better pretzel color. This one looks a little bit burnt. Oh, I have to tell you guys, I made my first loaf of sourdough today. Well, I didn't make it today because it takes multiple days, but I had it cold proofing, and so it went into the oven. On the outside, it looks beautiful. I am not sure if it actually turned out because I haven't cut it or anything. I'm waiting for Mr. Snowgardener. When he gets home, we're going to enjoy that tonight with a chicken vegetable Alfredo soup that I'm making for dinner. But I am so excited to finally take the time to do sourdough. I have wanted to do sourdough forever, and I know that sometimes people call the sourdough stuff a cult. And that kind of cracks me up. So $3, we're just going to do those two. Let's roll one more time since it's only been a few dollars. And we've got 8 and tails. So 8 and tails. Oh goodness. This one might take us a minute, you guys. We need our deck of cards, which I just keep right here in my desk drawer. Nothing special. You can get cards from the dollar store. Any sort of cards. It can be, if you have kids at home, it can be your kids' cards, right? Like playing cards, like little Dora the Explorer cards, or I don't even know who's popular now, but that's the first person that came to my mind. Blue's Clues was one that when my kids were little, they absolutely loved. All right, so what we're doing is we're trying to make a poker hand. We're playing 5-card draw is what we're playing. And so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And we can draw up to 4 cards if we want to. So let's see. And we have an ace high, right? So I'm going to keep the ace and I'm going to draw 4 cards. So let's see if we can do anything with our hand. absolutely nothing. Ace high is not good enough. Well, we're going to play again just because I want to be able to put some money in here. Now, the dollar amounts that I have down below, you can see the best that we've got so far is 2 pair. 1 pair is $1, 2 pair is $2, 3 of a kind, $3, straight is $4, flush is $5, full house $6, 4 of a kind $10, straight flush $15, and a royal flush I put on here $50. And the reason why I did that is your odds of getting a royal flush, which I have right here, are 0.000154%. If you're getting a royal flush, you should probably go buy some lottery tickets or something. All right, let's take a look. Nothing. Ace high again. So let's see. Oh, yay, we got a pair. Can we get something else? Can we get 3 of a kind? Nope, we got a pair of aces. So we're going to save $1 whole. And I am just writing them on here just like this. So $1. And this is so that I play. Now, when I designed this game right here, I did, and I think that was $5. It is $5. I had said that I was going to go ahead and use this like as the cards that I drew and you write in. So it would be 4 games. But I decided I wanted to save more money. And with this one, I go ahead and keep the money in here until I get $100. And we now have $52. So we did not add a lot in here today. And, you know, that's okay. $5. Now we're going to go ahead and put some serious money. Well, I don't know if it's going to be serious. But we're going to put some money towards Australia again. And, well, I guess this one's just travel. It's not Australia specific, so it can be any of our trips. And you guys can probably see the markers now. I'm sure you guys will get over it. This is just towards vacation. And this one right here is part of the Life's a Beach challenge or book. And so this is our vacay challenge. And what I've done with this one is I made rules down here that are very, very hard, and you'll save a ton of money. The rules that I made is you roll a die. If it's 1 to 5, you save whatever the amount is. If you get a 6, then you get to scratch. If I did that, I probably would have scratched like 1 thing so far. So what I'm doing now is I roll 5 times unless I get a 6. So I roll 5 times and I save the amount for all 5 rolls. So let's see. So $5, $10, $14, 17, 18, right? Did I do that right, you guys? $18? I hope so, because that's what's going. If I messed it up, oh well, $18 is going to vacay. And then once I do 5 rolls, I go ahead and scratch so that we can make our way through this challenge. And that's $1 more going to our vacay. $1 more. And so we have got $19 going into vacation. And I need to grab a sticky note. I want to make sure this does not get mixed up with our mortgage because we love to be able to travel. And I always tell my husband it's my love language. And after I went to Wales this year, I told Mr. Snow Gardener, because he has been out of the country, but only to Mexico and the Caribbean, like that type of travel. And I told him, I said, it is time to do something different. Okay, now we're going to do Find the Treasure. And we are going to roll a die to see how many we're going to scratch off. And so I have upped the challenge right here. $10 for a chest, $5 for a ruby, and $2 for a gold coin. 1. We're going to do it more than once, but let's scratch 1. Okay, so we got a gold coin. So that is $1 whole towards the mortgage. But we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. As a matter of fact, if this is 1 or 2, we're going to do it 3 times. Okay, 5. That's better. So let's scratch. Let's see. So we got a ruby. So 1, another ruby, 2, 3, 3 rubies, 4 rubies, and a coin. So, oops, and that was actually $2 for the first coin, you guys. I forgot I raised it. So 4 rubies, $5 a piece, 20 plus a coin, another $22. 21 and 2. So $24 going to the mortgage for our Find the Treasure on Life's a Beach. Try to get rid of some of this. And I like the concept of using this book for multiple things, and that's probably what I'm going to continue doing. And so we're just going to put life on our little sheet right here. So life, and we said $24. Look at you guys. This is adding up to a good size payment. It's adding up. All right, so now we are going to go ahead and jump into the new binder that I've got here. And I don't know how long I'm going to use this, but I want to showcase some more of my own challenges. And that is what I've done here. So I've got a November challenge in here, a wintertime fun challenge. And you can see this is one of the challenges that I print. Oops. How did that not end up in the binder? I don't know, but it came right out. I must not have put it together right. There we go. So these are the type that I print at home. So they are laminated. They usually have a coloring or something on the back. And we've got What the Duck, Oh for the Love of the Rain. We've got It's a Boba Mystery. And we've got What a Birthday. And I Want a Bunny for Christmas. And so all of these are my challenges. We're going to go ahead and start off with the November challenge. This one I am definitely going to continue on through the month of November. And so this is a mystery challenge 3 to 7 with multipliers. So if you're not familiar, a multiplier is something that's going to say like ×2 or ×3. Some people like to roll a dice when it's that. And so they roll a dice. So if it was 2 × 2, it would be $4. Some people will scratch one. And then if they get a multiplier, they do that. So let's go ahead and scratch and see. Let's go ahead and roll to see how many we want to scratch. Let's scratch 3. Oh, we've got ×3. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these spots right here. So we've got $9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Perfect. And that only counts as 1. So 1, 2, so $5. And we're going to do 3 down here. Oh my goodness. ×2, 5. So we're going to do 10. So look at that, you guys. We got those done. And the quote on this one is a Warren Buffett quote. This is my November challenge. And so I will put it up on my Etsy. You can purchase it if you want. Now, of course, you know where the multipliers are. It says, do not save what is left after spending. Instead, spend what is left after saving. And then on the back, you guys, we have this beautiful roll and save. So let's go ahead and roll. So we've got $3. And let's go ahead and roll again. We've got $6. So we're going to do $9 more. And I'm running out of bills here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is going towards the mortgage. And we're not going to save it up. We're going to go ahead and put it in there. So this is the November. You can see November. And this is why I chose to use this one for myself. This is how it came from the manufacturer. It happens, right? But it's still fine to use. And so we're going to list this on here as November. Just put November. And what do we have here? Not too shabby, not too shabby. So we've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, and 3. Wow. $33 going to the mortgage. And so let me grab, this marker is not a good marker to use. Let me grab my Sharpie and write on the front here so that I remember. And so I'm just going to write up here that this is for the mortgage. And then I remember what I'm doing, right? Because I like to forget things. So mortgage in the first envelope right here. And then I just remembered, you guys, and I totally messed this up. What I wanted to do, I have 6 envelopes. What I wanted to do was go ahead and roll, but I think I'm still going to. So I've got 6 envelopes, so then we can decide what we're doing. So we've got 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this right here is going to go to scuba. And so it's because it's a cute turtle. So let's go ahead and write scuba right on the challenge. It's your challenge, you guys. If you're going to use it again, you can go ahead and use like a wet erase marker or something. And these are 1 to 5. We're going to scratch 2 of them. And so we've got $3 and $4. So $7 going to scuba. And with this one, we're just going to put that $7 right in the envelope with the challenge. So let's put that in there. And you guys, this is what happens sometimes. I make a plan before I start filming. And then I just realized, oh, good, that was 4. I was like, oh, great, I did the wrong challenge. But I make a plan before I start filming. And then I start filming and all plans go out. They just run away. So 3, this is for the love of rain. And this one right here is going to be another one that's going to go to mortgage. I love this one of What the Duck. It is so dang cute. And so we're just going to write mortgage right here. And of course, this is just for me because, like I said, I had a plan when I got this one and I didn't even do it. Now on the back, we've got a coloring challenge right here. It says, when life gives you a rainy day, play in the puddles. And this is a $50 coloring challenge. And so why don't we go ahead and start off with the coloring challenge instead. Let's see how many we're going to color. We're going to color 5, and I want some blue markers so that we can color in some raindrops. And I think we're going to do an umbrella too. We're going to do an umbrella that is $3. And you guys can see these right here on the back. All of my postcard savings challenges are matte on the back so that when you color or you play games, it is super easy. So $3 for that one. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's color in some raindrops. Raindrops are $1 a piece. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and do one more. Just keep it simple. Do another big raindrop. And I'm going to try to do some different colors on here. So 4 raindrops. You guys will have to let me know what you think about this new style of video where I'm just doing a huge hodgepodge of challenges. Because we did have people that requested me to do more of my challenges, and that makes sense. So I need a total of $7. So let's put one of these back. $5 right here. So we're going to go ahead and put rain on here. And we're going to add $7 more to the mortgage payment. For anything that is mortgage, it is going to go into the mortgage payment for that day. All right, let me put this one back. Let's go ahead and roll the dice again. We've still got a couple more challenges. And it can be the first challenge I already did again too. So 3. Didn't we just do 3? Okay, let's go ahead and scratch. We're going to scratch 4. This is a $50 challenge. Ooh. You know what? Let's scratch until we don't have money. How does that sound? So we've got $5. And, ooh, we've got $9. Do we have $9, you guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no. And I do not like doing IOUs. The reason why I don't like doing IOUs is I never remember that I owe for them. That is just something that doesn't work for me. And of course, I do have more savings challenge money. So we're just going to grab $2 more. And we're going to go ahead and add this to our rain total. So a cute little one. We didn't get a chance to play all of them. That's the thing with rolling the dice. Let's go ahead and talk about what they're going to be utilized for. So we've got this cute little winter challenge right here that's Georgette. It's a $50 challenge on the front, and on the back is a coloring challenge. Let's go ahead and set our amounts. Let's make our gloves be $1. Let's make our clouds be $5, our hats be $5, and our snowmen be $2. We'll total it when we get all the way done. And these are laminated. I just don't want it to go all over my desk. And then, so what are we going to put this one to? I feel like we should make it go towards fun, or maybe the holiday dinner. That's what we're going to do. Holiday dinner. Because we all know holiday meals add up, right? Okay, so we've got mortgage and holiday dinner and mortgage again. And mortgage obviously is the top priority. We've got scuba. Birthday is going to go to birthday. I'd already decided about that. And I want a bunny for Christmas is going to go to Christmas. I'm not going to write on that one. It's pretty obvious. And you guys, I can't wait to do the birthday one with you because we get to build a birthday cake using dice. All right, so that is going to mortgage. And of course, I shouldn't have totaled out rain, but I did. So rain had 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So $21 instead for the total for rain. So look at all of this money that's going to the mortgage today, you guys. Just playing games, having fun. I get asked so often, why don't, if you have this extra money, instead of leaving it sit at your house where you can play games, why don't you just pay the mortgage? Yes, I could do that, right? 100%. But it's not near as much fun. Let me grab the binder. Let's go ahead and add these into the mortgage tracker. Show you guys where we're at. I also realized that I had not put up the November budget kit yet. That will be going up as well. So if you're one that likes to buy the budget kit every single month, I will put it up. I think it's a beautiful one. I'm excited about the November budget kit. All right, so let's take a look and see what we've got here. I like to list out every single payment, and these sticky notes are jerks. They keep ripping my paper. It's like they are too good a sticky, and they are name brand Post-its. So today, as I'm filming this, is 10/23, and we have got Shut the Box, and that is going to be $26. We've got What the Duck, WTD, and we're not going to put the date every time. We're just going to do an arrow. So $65 there. We've got Pop It, and Pop It was $12. And we've got Life's a Beach, and Life's a Beach was $24. We've got our November challenge, that is $33. And we've got Rain, that is $21. So we're just going to put an arrow down through there saying those are what we did for everything. I'm going to grab my handy dandy calculator here. First thing I want to do is let's see how much did we pay today with our challenges. So let's add these up. Not sure if you guys can see the calculator. 181. Then we're going to add it right here to our goal sheet. I like having this broke down. I am a very visual person, you guys. I also love pen and paper. I know some of you guys do digitals. And so we're just going to put 10/23, and we're just going to put challenges. I put extras up there, and I don't know why. Challenges. And 181. So what is the total that we have paid so far? So 181 plus 389299. Look at that, you guys. So far to the mortgage this month, $4,073.99. That is amazing. Now, I do want to let you guys know, I'm pretty sure this $679.99 right here was the CD that I cashed out. So just remember that. And $2,000 for this month was the regular payment. And so it's not like we have done $4,000 extra completely, but that's just been our total payment is $4,073. Our October goal was $3,158.48. So we have kicked that goal's butt, which I absolutely love. All right, you guys, I'm going to get this all organized and taken to the bank and go ahead and make a mortgage payment today. Thank you guys for joining myself and Mr. Snow Gardener. And don't forget to check out my memberships. And like I said, if you want anything that I use in the video today, look down below. You guys, I earn maybe a couple pennies off of that if you purchase them. I don't share them with you guys to really sell them, but I share them with you guys because I do love them. And if you can utilize them in your budgeting journey, why the heck not? Until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, fuck everybody, just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, Today's gonna be a good day.
So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.